All right, back again with the Beckett Simonon split toe derby. Uh, this is the Beckett Simonon split toe derby. I just got these, man. I haven't worn them. I put them on just to see how they fit, and I'm gonna just kind of go through them real quick, man. These are the Beckett Simonon split toe derbies, in my favorite color, of course. And I'm gonna say it the way I always enjoy saying it: Bordeaux. I just think it's a fabulous color, man. It goes with anything. But as you know, it's my Saturday to start it off. I'm starting off today with the H. Upman Vintage Cameroon cigar. This is a medium body. The medium body, man. You know, you guys have been watching me. You know, I thoroughly enjoy the Cameroon tobacco. So with that said, man, this is it here. So what we're going to do, we're going to condition like I always do when I get a new shoe. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it and my thoughts. Is the shoe worth it? You know, all that good stuff. But this is the Cameroon today. Really, really nice, smooth stick. You know, always have my coffee going on. There we go. Now, as always, Saphir Renovator. I always put this on the shoes, you know, right when they come. Now, you know, Beckett Simonon is made to order company, so they don't sit in facilities or on ships for months and years. So it should be well conditioned. But hey, man, like I said before, someone told the Native Americans, "Here, man, it's a peace offering. Here's a turkey. We love you." And then they took New York. So, you know, I don't believe everything I hear. So what I always do is I have my cigar. I'll just come out here with my hands and I'll put this on. Before I do that, let's talk about the shoe a little bit. I've already looked at it and saw some things. Beckett Simonon is a company that it's a made-to-order company. It's going to take you several months before you get the shoe once you make the purchase. This is something you need to know before you get interested even trying to go buy them. If you need a shoe tomorrow or next week, this is not the company for you, okay? Beckett Simonon is not the company for you if you need your shoe in a couple weeks. If you are a shoe collector, okay, and you have some shoes and you want to add some affordable shoes, Beckett Simonon is your company. So please understand that going in. Is it a high quality Carmina brand? No, it is an affordable brand, okay? A lot of times you can get these if you wait for specials for $189, you can get them under $200. Normally I think they're like $269 or $239 or something like that. But if you wait, you can get them for under that. It is an affordable brand shoe. These are not Carminas by no means, okay? But for the price under $200, if you can endure the wait, this is a decent shoe. You're going to see some imperfections in the shoe. It's a full grain leather, okay? Full grain leather, which is, you know, one of the top leathers, right? Full grain. However, the quality of the leather is not what you would get in a $500, even a $300 shoe. You're going to see imperfections, like even here. You see that going across there like that? That's an imperfection in the leather. There's a couple others in here. You know, once you get, if you get Beckett Simonon, when you get the shoe, you can inspect it. You'll see it. Even over here, see, there is a. Hope that's showing up on camera, but there's some imperfections in there. All right, so don't think like, well, I'm gonna get this shoe and it's gonna be the bomb diggity. No, you're gonna notice some imperfections. Okay, they say it's handcrafted. It'll say right here, handcrafted in small batches. Okay, fair working conditions. Okay, great. You're still going to get imperfections. You know, in your product. I have some $500 shoes where you can't find an imperfection. Now I told you that I just put the shoe on just to make sure it fits, and you can see here the leather and how it's kind of curling or creasing. The imperfection in the leather, I haven't even worn it yet. You will get that, all right? Now, you have to ask yourself, is it worth that waiting 3 months? That's totally on you. I have a pair of Beckett Simonon boots, actually 2 pair, that I thoroughly enjoy. And I have some Beckett loafers, and I have these. So, the Bardo leather color I enjoy. You can see here, I just noticed there's another imperfection right there. Okay. Let's look at this other shoe here. We're going to start there. Now, again, I haven't put these really warm right here. See that? That's an imperfection. Okay. I like to always slide my nail up and down the leather stacked heel. If I feel ridges on it, it's an imperfection. If it doesn't feel smooth across, you know, but on your $500 Carminas, you're not going to feel that. You're not going to have that at all. So, let's see here. Right there on the toe, you see some imperfections, how they patina that. Ooh, look at that one right there. See that? It's even totally, it's a circle right there. It's totally discolored and a divot in there. See, those are imperfections. Let me see. I can see it when I do it that way. Right there. Total imperfections in it. Some dye issues. You can kind of see where, you know, it's kind of light right here and darker here. It might not show up good on camera, but that's that, man. So please know that going in. You know, you'll see like it's increasing here. And I haven't worn the shoe. So, but I always put shoe trees in them. As soon as I get them, take them out, I stick shoe trees in them, get them going. So with that said, man, now you know what you're dealing with when we're talking about Beckett Simonon. It's an affordable shoe. You're going to wait a few months. Are there other options out there? Yes, there are. And I'll talk about that later. But this is what you get. Sorry, I had to do a little cigar here. Yeah, the review is important, but this cigar is important to me. Anyway, so we'll start with the conditioning on it. You know, what I do enjoy about Beckett is this cheddar leather. This leather inside always feels real supple and nice. I really enjoy that. They also give metal eye rings here. So some companies just poke a hole through and you run your string. Eventually, that starts to wear, especially if you like to tie your shoes really tight. But that's a good thing that they give us here. But this leather inside, man, it's real supple. It feels real good. The leather lining, you know, it feels really good. And then this is just the same. They just reversed it to give it a little rough here, so it kind of like sucks your heel, keeps it in from sliding. It makes it real smooth on it. So that's a good thing there. Okay. You know, the $500 shoe, the one thing I enjoy, and I might show this in another video, compare this to another shoe. See how this sits down and is just square right here? Thursday does this a lot. How Thursday boots, how it's just square. Well, a more expensive shoe, it'll be kind of tapered up into it. It doesn't look like this part is just sitting right there. Now I know I'm picking out some things, but you guys need to know this. Okay, you just need to know it. That's the thing here. Open lacing. It's Blake stitch now, so it's Blake stitch. It tells you here. So you know you can resole it. What I would do and what I'm going to do, I have a video out on it too, is I put a little toe cap here or a toe saver, because that's usually where it's first. You just can glue it on, or you can go to your cobbler and get a brass one and have them put on. Okay, but I have a rubber one I put on. The lacing seems pretty deep in it. Okay, open lacing, so it doesn't wear down there real fast. Again, I always tell people, have multiple shoes so you can switch them out. You really shouldn't wear the same shoe 2 days in a row. Now, I'll do that when I break them in. So just to break them in. The thing about the Beckett's, it doesn't take much to break them in. So that's a good thing. Leather bottoms, I do enjoy leather bottoms, and I do enjoy the day-night bottoms. With the leather bottoms, I can feel the ground better. They feel, for me, I like it, and it wears according to how my foot is, how my foot hits the ground. It doesn't squeak when I'm on like linoleum or anything like that, you know, any kind of stone. Where you work, rubber will squeak on you some. This doesn't. People talk about, the traction. Well, again, I'm gonna say, it was leather shoes bottoms before it was rubber. So, you know, once you go out, you can, with these again, you can take you some 300 grit sandpaper, just hit him like that a little bit and rough him up, or you can go outside and do the ollie shuffle on the cement. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. What else about the shoe? When you get your rubber bottom on top of a leather stacked heel, they put a little gentleman's cut in it here. You can see some craftsmanship here, a little beveling right there. The fudging of it all the way around. That's this part, like the little marks down through there. They take a little machine and do that, and they put the welt on. This is the welt. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's affordable shoe. Split toe. This apron here, they stitch that on. They take the leather and they stitch it together here. Now, for me, I'm going to show you a comparison. The apron is a little high for me. I like it down a little bit low, but I'm going to do another video and compare this to another shoe. But split toe derbies, man, they're really nice. I think everybody has to have a derby. I would really like to try one of these in suede. I don't know, maybe I can talk to Beckett and see if they can send me a suede version, because that one you can wear pretty much year round up until, you know, it starts snowing heavy here in the Midwest. You can wear this one year round too, but you do need everybody needs a nice derby. So with that said, let's get to putting this Saphir on it. Get a little of that in there, a little smoke. Again, I just do a dab like so. Start at the toe. Do a dab like so. Start at the toe. And I just spread him out. Yes, I use my hands. Oh yeah, be careful now. The one thing I have noticed with the Beckett is this. When you use Saphir has this renovator has some cleaning elements in it, so it will pull up some of that patina they painted on, burnishing, whatever you want to call it. And if they haven't really put the color right on the shoe, it'll pull some of it up, and you'll look at your finger and you'll see it. I'll show you here in a second. And again, please like and subscribe. It helps me out. Beckett Simonon, they sent me this shoe to review, and I'm going to have a link on there. If you like it, you can go to the link and purchase the shoe. It'll help me out a little bit. But like and subscribe will help me reach more people and tell them the truth. You're not going to send me a shoe and I'm just going to be like, oh, hey, I love it. Not fair to you guys. I definitely wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. You know, and I know there's people out here that they do that. Now, I put this on my soles as well. Why? Because it's leather. Because I can. Needs to be conditioned too. And this Saphir is also a protector. There's another one I use, Ignition Leather Balm. I thoroughly enjoy as well. But the Beckett's take this Saphir really good while I use it. All right, side. So I put a light coat on like this, and I'll let it sit overnight. Then a lot of times I'll come, and the next night I'll put another coat, and then buff him out, get a good shine on him. And I'll show that later. Or maybe through the magic of editing, you'll see it. So I take my time, man. I just come out here, like I said, every Saturday. I grab a shoe. I have a lot of them. And make sure they're clean. Sometimes it's not conditioning. Sometimes it's just cleaning. But this shoe's not really been worn outside. I just put it on to make sure it fits. That's the other thing about Beckett. The sizing is true to size. I wear a 13, so I get a 13. And I have plenty toe space. I don't have a wide foot. I have more of a narrow foot. So they fit me good, man. Now I got to get this tongue because, you know, I told you the story. My dad, you know, get that tongue, boy. You know, you got to do it right. You can see very little do I use for this Saphir Renovator. And again, I'm going to say, this is the cocoa butter. This is the lotion. You know, black don't crack because we are loaded down with cocoa butter from a kid. You gotta do your shoes the same. Get that tongue. You can see where paint, when they were painting the shoe, got on the inside there a little bit. A lot of shoe companies that I've been to, they will tape all that, so when they do it, it doesn't. But it happens. See that there? There too. It happens. You know, you're not going to see it when it's tied up, but that's the conditioning, man. That's what I do for a shoe, and I'll let it sit, man. You know, put the lotion on him, let him sit. Now, just so you can understand what I meant by that, this is the Saphir Renovator. See how it took? See my fingers? See how it took some of that off? So you got to be careful. Really, you really want to use this on your top high grade. But Beckett will take the Saphir. These, I don't know. I've never had that much on my hand from Beckett, so I don't know. But we'll do this one and let him wait for a couple days, and then I'll buff him out and compare him to this one. How we know the difference? Well, this one has shoestrings, this one doesn't. So there you go. Beckett Simonon. split toe derby. Other things about it, it's not real level. See how that kind of wiggles? Now my table is level. Okay, so on certain shoes, on the $500 shoes, when you put it down, it's going to be flat. It's going to be nice and level. This has just a little wiggle. As you wear that leather, it'll flatten out. It'll go to your foot. So yeah, this part here, the toe spring on it, it appears to be a little high. But when I wear it, we'll see. That's just so when you walk. If it's real flat, when you walk and you go heel toe, you see some people like stumble all the time because toe spring on it is too flat. You got to have a little give so you can go and pick up. So it looks high. Probably can't see that on camera. It looks high, like it's really bent up, but you need some of that. So, like I said, I have about 4 or 5 pair of Beckett Simonons. They sent this to me to review. I'm gonna give you my honest review. If you are a shoe collector and you need an affordable shoe, this one here, Beckett Simonon. But it's going to take you 3 months to get it. Just know that. When ordering from Beckett Simonon, I always suggest order 2 pair at a time. You get a shoe and a boot. Get your shoe to match the boot. Whenever you order these from these online companies that take weeks to get or a month to get, order 2 pairs. So you can get this, and I have my Bardo boots that I have. So you have a shoe and a boot. If you do that twice a year, you do that, order 2 pair. For 2 years, you will have 4 shoes, either 2 boots and 2 shoes. It'll get you through a whole year, and you can mix and match that way. I like the Bardo color because I can wear this with anything. Navy, black, I can wear it with anything. So it's more versatile for me. And then I think they have an oak brown color as well. It's also nice. But I really want to try the suede. Beckett, can you send me a suede? Try suede split toe blucher. And I've seen them online, or even a suede Cohen loafer would be nice to try. I give you guys a great review on that. Let's see if they'll send it to me. But yeah, this is the Beckett